time. The specialty coffee industry has never been as innovative as it is right now. We keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things because we're curious, and that is a good thing because curiosity keeps leading us down a new path. Hi judges, my name is Zjevaun, and today I want to show you how my curiosity has led me down a path to innovate the taste and experience of the coffees that I serve. The order of your courses today will be espresso, milk, and signature beverage. There's a lot of information coming your way, so I've handwritten the tasting notes in front of you, and I've got big info cards over here to make it easy. Let's start. For your first course, I want to talk a bit about Luis Marcelino and his curiosity to innovate the taste and experience of the coffees that I serve. Innovate the pink bourbons, double fermented honey processed. My bad. The coffee, Luis is based in Pitalito, Colombia, where he works closely together with a neighboring farmer called Jeremias. Here the coffee grows at an altitude of exactly 1,800 meters above sea level on rich volcanic soil. Here, this is where the pink bourbon developed its delicate floral characteristics. The handpicking has been done daily during harvest to achieve uniform ripeness of the cherries, giving the coffee its sweetness. Now, the cherries were fermented in sealed barrels for 4 days. Then, Luis depulped the cherries and put them through a second fermentation process. This time, a 96-hour lactic fermentation, carefully inoculating the lactobacillus from the previous mosto, controlling temperature and available oxygen. Now, for consistent drying, the coffee was dried in a small parabolic sun dryer for 12 days, then stored away in its parchments in a dark room for 3 whole months. This precise processing gave the coffee its delicate floral characteristics and also the unique flavor of elderflower. Now please write down the following flavor notes of your first course. Elderflower, apricot, and grapefruit, together with a medium thickness, a silky texture, and a smooth and long finish. Now, judges, to find the best balance between flavor intensity, I've chosen a brewing recipe of 21 grams in, 42 out in 20 seconds. And I'm going to ask you to please stir the coffee 5 times when you get it, and also drink from the lower part of the cup. This thick rim emphasizes that silky texture of the espresso, while the higher part covers your nose and captures all of these beautiful aromas that I love so much about Luis's coffee. Please enjoy. Please enjoy. All right, judges, whenever you're ready, I hope you enjoyed that. For your Luis's curiosity, do not stop at this highly controlled lactic fermentations. For your second course, I'm introducing a second pink bourbon. And this time, Luis used the exact same protocol as he did for the first one, but this time also adding a Saccharomyces yeast to the second fermentation, transforming those floral notes into tropical notes. Now, this is where Luis's curiosity has piqued mine to create a tropical milk drink. Now, as you can see on the info card, I'm using 75% of the second lot and 25% of the first lot. This I'm doing to create a harmonious balance. Now, I've also made 4 new espressos to use as an element of the signature beverage, brewed with that same composition in front of you. But I will need your curiosity on that one. So more information will follow later, okay? But first, my puck preparation. For my puck preparation, I'm using an exciting new tool called the Navigator. For me, this tool changes the game in puck preparation by offering precise distribution with just one simple touch, eliminating guesswork and inconsistency. But most importantly, giving me an even extraction and highlighting that silky texture of the espresso. Now, it was again curiosity that has led Lawrence, the creator, to innovate. I'm gonna show you. The Navigator's automatic distribution cycle creates the exact same path and speed every single time, resulting in a consistent distribution throughout all my espressos. Now, inspired by Lawrence's curiosity to innovate through technology, I'm using this machine right here, called the Rotovap. This machine creates an atmosphere of 12 millibars by vacuuming the chamber where the milk is, allowing me to boil the milk at exactly 16 degrees Celsius to vaporize the water out of the milk without letting caramelization occur. But most importantly, extracting only the water, leaving sugars, carbohydrates, and fats intact. Now, I've extracted 10% of the water and replaced it with coconut milk. The coconut milk will add complexity, but also enhances those tropical flavor notes of your milk drink. Now, judges, please, whenever you're ready, write down the following flavor notes of your second course. Mango, apricot, pink guava, caramel, and there's one more, vanilla. And these last two really reminds me of creme brulee. Now I'll be right back with your milk beverages. All right, judges. For your milk course, I'm using 60 grams of textured milk from a cow breed called the MRY. These typical Dutch ladies are well known for their low volume, but extremely high fat and sugar content in their milk. Please enjoy. Now, we've roasted both these coffees separately on a drum roaster to an end temperature of 204 degrees Celsius for 8.5 minutes, with a short roast development ratio of 12%. Please enjoy. By doing so, we were able to keep that intensity high and showcase the floral characteristics of this blend that resulted in pink guava notes. Please enjoy, Ben. Now, the espresso recipe of your milk course is 21 in, 42 out in 21 seconds. This, together with the vacuum distilled milk, creates a sweet note of caramel that really reminds me of taking a bite of a creme brulee. Please enjoy. Please enjoy. Thank you. All right, judges, whenever you're ready, it's time for your final course. All ingredients needed some time to infuse or ferment, so I'll be demonstrating how I made them, okay? While creating this signature drink, I had to let my curiosity run free a bit. So I changed my comfort zone into a more creative one, a weekend away on an organic farm. And by doing that, I was able to explore new things, resulted in finding the first two ingredients of your signature drink. Just like what we're doing in this industry right now, changing things a bit. So we stay curious and ultimately innovate. So the first ingredient is inspired by that curiosity. It's magnolia flower syrup. That also reminds me so much of Louise's pink bourbon. I've picked 100 grams of the magnolia flower to let infuse in 100 grams of sugar syrup for 2 days. This will add sweetness, of course, but also transform that elderflower note of the coffee into strawberries. I'm adding 20 grams of this. The second ingredient is inspired by Louise's curiosity to innovate through fermentation. The ingredient is lacto-fermented pink elderflower. I've done this again by picking 100 grams of the pink elderflower, and I've got 100 grams of raw honey that holds natural sugars. Then adding 2% salt to let ferment for 4 days in a sealed container. Breaking down those natural sugars into lactic acid. This brings vibrancy, of course, but also transformed that mango note of the coffee into pineapple. I'm adding 10 grams of that. Your third ingredient is inspired by Lawrence's curiosity to innovate through technology. Once again, by using the rotivap, but this time adding coconut milk that I use for your milk beverage and using only the clear distilled part. I'm adding 10 grams of this. The coconut water will add complexity again, but also transform the pink guava note into blood orange. And to finish off, the beating heart of the signature drink, Louise's pink bourbon espressos, brewed to the same recipe as your milk beverage. The one that made all this synergy possible, of course. Now I'm going to nitrocharge your signature beverage, and while I'll do so, please write down the following flavor notes of your final course. Strawberries, pineapple, and blood orange. Now judges, today I'm serving your signature beverage at 20 degrees Celsius. When served like this, you get an even more flavor clarity and balance to the signature drink. And I'm going to ask you to please wait to taste until I've said time. And when it's time, you'd simply take 2 big sips, all right? Amazing. Now judges, to highlight the delicate floral characteristics of Louise's pink bourbon, I'm using a cloud containing the aromas of the coffee to your cup. I've done this by extracting 8 grams of the coffee and 100 grams, thank you, of hot water. Then pouring it over dry ice, releasing those coffee's aromas. There you go. Please wait, please. That's yours. Now, we're almost at the end. But I want to finish off with curiosity. Opens new paths for us and keeps bringing us together. Making something bigger and better than what we can do alone. It's this synergy that keeps pushing us forward, eager to innovate. Now judges, when I say time, you carefully open the lid, take your 2 big sips, and promise me to remember to stay curious. Time.
Give it up for the Barista champion of the Netherlands.